First up at 11, a once controversial topic is now opening back up for debate. Should the city of Grand Rapids ban people from asking you for donations while you're driving? New tonight, 24-hour News 8's Marvis talked with the city commissioner leading this new push to prohibit panhandling.
Well, Marley, the last time that city leaders tried to snuff out panhandling, it somewhat backfired. The ACLU sued Grand Rapids, claiming a ban on begging conflicted with our right to free speech, and the city saw a spike in panhandling. 3 years later, First Ward City Commissioner Dave Schaefer tells me this proposal's different. Bumper to bumper traffic. It's a familiar sight on a Friday during rush hour. And the people alongside that congestion are often just as recognizable.
It's really about safety in our streets, and ultimately how do we get that to where we have zero pedestrian crashes and distracted driving.
City Commissioner Dave Schaefer tells me this new proposal focuses on public safety. It's not an attack on panhandling. Different than the failed 2014 proposal, this one doesn't ban begging outright all the time, but it does prohibit it citywide from 5 to 7 p.m. Traffic studies over a decade identified those as the busiest drive times. What would you say to someone who says that this kind of still infringes on that?
Well, from that standpoint, you can actually still ask someone for funds.
This is what things looked like around rush hour on Wealthy Street near 131. We've seen panhandlers on every single corner out here, but if this proposal goes through, they'd be the ones paying up. 8 well-traveled intersections were identified as heightened safety concerns. You couldn't ask for donations at those areas at any time. Michigan and Fuller is on that list. Do you have a home around Grand Rapids?
Not at this time.
I met Mark as he patrolled that intersection during rush hour. He's a regular here and knows a handful of other panhandlers who hit this popular spot.
Sometimes all 4 corners are covered on this intersection. Sometimes you gotta wait to get a spot.
Mark wasn't too happy to learn of the looming possibility of panhandling restrictions and says city officials could focus their time on more important issues. Each offense would be a civil infraction with a fine. 4 of those would cost you $500 or 90 days in jail. Right now the proposal says it would be a $500 fine.
Oh, really? Wow.
Do you think that is...
someone that's begging supposed to pay $500?
So the answer to that question, Schaefer says, as far as paying fines, there would be warnings issued as this all rolls out. And the other component is that they hope to work with local agencies to get panhandlers into jobs. You can voice your opinion on this new proposal at a public hearing. It's December 12th at 7 p.m. and it's also at City Hall. Marley.